Mr. Carlson, I can't get any more private tutorials from you. Oh, this is too hard.
You have to take private tutorials because that's the only way you're going to be able to make your payments.
But why do I have to do all the things you make me do, Mr. Carlson? I want to do well in your class, I really do, but I feel like this is wrong. You know, I'm with Jimmy, and well, if he found out...
We have a wonderful show for you today. I'm so excited. We've been waiting for him to show up for a long time. We have a world-renowned chef.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as you embark on making this most important decision, I would like to leave you with this one sentence. Rubbing it that way will break the tip off. And that is what I mean, because my client did not rub it that way and get it broke. And so I ask you this: if witnesses claim that he did not rub it in that fashion, and yet it's still broke.
Order.
How could this man be guilty? And I'd like to also leave you with a quote from this man's mother, who, by the way, is the head of a very, very well-to-do charitable organization, with a quote from her testimony. "There are no babies in this facility." And that is exactly right. We have no room for babies in this kind of a facility, and this man is no baby.
For those of us who are big fans of beef, all of us in Texas are, tell us, what's your secret for cooking really tender beef?
Well, generally I start with a lighter, and what I do is I pour lighter fluid all over the beef, then just light it up and just let the flavor of the flames just seep in and just soak up into the beef.
That's interesting. So now, are you using just one lighter, or are you using more like 100 lighters?
Oh, I use just one lighter at a time. For each patty, you use one big lighter. No, nothing fancy like a Zippo. You do not want anything like a Zippo. Simply Bics.
That's really, really interesting. I never would have thought of that. We use ovens here, but I mean a big lighter...
No, ovens, that's just...
Why, if you were to tell on us, then I would have to reveal your secret.
No, please, no, Mr. Carlson.
I'll do it. And I'll tell the whole world about what you've been keeping inside.
No, Mr. Carlson, I'll do the tutorials. Just please don't tell anyone. Please don't tell Jimmy.
All right. But don't ever bring this up again, or else people will find out about your need for helium from balloons. You'll see that are made in stainless steel. I have them all over my house. You clip them onto your electrical outlet, and it's almost impossible for your child to electrocute themselves. You know how nasty that is when they electrocute themselves and then pass out? Well, this stops it. Buy some for every one of your outlets in the house and stop those kids from passing out.
This man is an upstanding citizen, and we have had nothing but testimonials to confirm that for the past 18 days. And I would like you to remember that, and I would like you to remember the exact words of the people who came up here, the exact words of Mrs. Lawson, his next-door neighbor for the past 20 years. The best bakeries in France use flour imported from Manitoba. And this man is from Manitoba. So I leave you with that, ladies and gentlemen. I leave you with that. Think about it. Look into his eyes. This is a prairie boy. Could he have really broken the tip off? I rest my case, Your Honor.
Is the air in your home smelling a little funky? Send that stink away with the new Glad A dispatch candle. Just light the wick And in moments, aroma bubbles envelop stench particles and courier them away to the house of your worst enemy, leaving your home smelling fresh and clean again.
Spices are just so important in cooking. Can you recommend any maybe exotic spices?
Well, there's actually, if you were to take, rather than spices, traditional spices, I find that finding a nice little anthill and picking out the red ants, dropping them straight into the fire.
Now that's interesting. Alive or dead?
Oh, it depends. I mean, if you want to hear the screams as you drop them into the flame, it's better to have them alive.
That's interesting. Now, would you be so bold as to mix in some garlic with those ants?
Oh, garlic.
You take an orange or any kind of citrus fruit and you just shove it right in there, and out comes the best pulp-free juice you can ever imagine. And the best part is you can do two, so one for each hand and right through. Right through.
Last year you were preparing this wonderful meal for the Queen. Mm-hmm. We all heard about it. Tell us about the Queen and her dietary preferences.
The Queen likes a lot of chicken, and not just regular any sort of chicken. She likes it raw. And she likes it sprinkled with little bits of parsley.
Interesting. And side dishes? Any side dishes?
No.
It goes right on the wall. And the cutlery, it's so easy. You don't even have to open a drawer. Normally you have to fiddle through, sort the cutlery, opening and closing drawers. It starts to strain your forearm, your bicep. With this, right on the wall, boom, stab the cutlery in, stays right in place. It's unbelievable. And plus, if it's still wet, water just drips right down, doesn't get all soggy in your drawers. I love it. I can't live without it.
We're getting close to the end of our show. Maybe you could suggest to our viewers, worldwide viewers, a simple, really quick recipe that they can prepare for their family at home.
Absolutely. There's one that I just absolutely love nowadays, and that's just pomegranate covered with paprika. And what you do is you just scoop your hand in there and just rub those seeds into your mouth. Now you want to keep, if you have any seeds stuck in your teeth, you want to keep them there because that will add flavor to your next meal.
Oh, of course. And something to drink with that, of course?
Well, the pomegranate juice is actually perfect as both a meal and as a drink.
Again, this is an expert. We're so lucky to have him. And go home, try that recipe, and write into us and let us know how it worked out for you.